Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the theater of financial deception, where illusions of wealth and prosperity often mask the sinister realities lurking beneath the surface. Today, I invite you to the journey with me through the intricate mazes of two of the most notorious financial scams in history, the Madoff Ponzi scheme and the WorldCom accounting scandal. Together, we will explore the role of forensic accountants in untangling the webs of deceit. Bernard Madoff, a once respected figure in the financial world, masterminded a Ponzi scheme that would make even the most seasoned con artists envious. With promises of consistent returns and minimal risk, Madoff enticed investors into his web of lies, ultimately leaving them cashless and betrayed. A Ponzi scheme is a house of cards built on false promises, where earlier investors are paid off with the money of new investors, creating the illusion of profitability until the inevitable collapse. Madoff's scheme was no exception. It was a carefully crafted facade designed to enrich himself at the expense of his trusting victims. Madoff's scheme was a symphony of deception, with his orchestrating the movements of millions behind the scenes, living a life of luxury funded by their hard-earned savings. But Madoff was not the only wolf in sheep's clothing prowling the financial landscape. Enter WorldCom, a telecommunication giant whose meteoric rise to success was marred by one of the largest accounting scandals in history. Led by the CEO Bernard Ebbers, WorldCom engaged in fraudulent activities, accounting practices to inflate its earnings and conceal its massive debts. At the heart of WorldCom's scandal was a web of complex accounting maneuvers designed to deceive investors and inflate the company's stock price, from improperly capitalizing expenses to inflating revenue through a sham transactions. WorldCom's executives engaged in a systematic campaign of deception that would ultimately lead to their downfall. Now, let's shine a light on the heroes of this tale, forensic accountants. These financial sleuths are the guardians of truth in a world of lies, armed with spreadsheets and magnifying glasses as they painstakingly uncover the mysteries of financial fraud. When whispers of suspicion began to swirl around both Madoff's and WorldCom's operations, forensic accountants sprang into action. Armed with an arsenal of financial tools and investigative techniques, they dove headfirst into the tangled webs of deception, determined to uncover the truth. As they combed through mountains of financial records and statements, forensic accountants began to unearth a trail of breadcrumbs leading straight into the hearts of the scams. From discrepancies in trading volumes to irregularities in revenue recognition, they pieced together a puzzle, one clue at a time. Undeterred by the labyrinth of deceit, forensic accountants followed the money trail with relentless determination. From offshore accounts to shell companies, they tracked the flow of funds from investor accounts to the personal coffers of the perpetrators, exposing the extent of their greed and deception. In the midst of their investigation, whistleblowers emerged as beacons of truth in a sea of lies. Whether it was Harry Marco Polo's sounding the alarm of Madoff's impossible returns, or Cynthia Cooper blowing the whistle of WorldCom's fraudulent accounting practices, their courage and integrity played a pivotal role in exposing the financial scams and bringing the perpetrators to justice. In the aftermath of Madoff's and WorldCom's downfall, justice was served, but the scars of the deception would linger for the years to come. Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison while WorldCom's executives faced their own legal reckoning. Yet, amid the wreckage, valuable lessons were learned. The importance of transparency, integrity, and accountancy in the world of finance can never be overstated. As we reflect on the cautionary tales of Madoff's Ponzi scheme and WorldCom scandal, let us not forget the tireless effort of financial accountants and whistleblowers who worked tirelessly to bring the truth to light. Through their diligence and dedication, justice was served and the victims of these scams found some semblance of closure. But let us also remember that the fight against financial fraud is far from over.